Welcome to Wellness. Okay, we're going to be launching this year in wellness, and you need to know what to order and why from Young Living. Okay, so we're telling you this before our first of the month so that you can add this to your auto ship. If you're not on Essential Rewards, you probably need to get on Essential Rewards. But we're going to be doing this month to month, each month. So January, you need to know now what you're going to be ordering, and you need to move your auto ship up to the first 3 days so that you can have the stuff, and so that when we go through these videos and explain how to use these and what we're doing and how would these work, you have them already. So that's how this is going to work. So what do we need to order for January? And I've got my little list here. The first supplement, we got two. In this case, we're gonna. Here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna do 100 PV or somewhere around 100 PV option, and then we'll have the more complete 300 PV option, which will give you a lot more depth to your program. And we're gonna be covering all of those in the material for the course. So don't panic. I mean, if you can only do the 100, then fine, great. You know, you're still going to be able to go well through this. If you can do the 300, that's even better. Okay, so our first supplement is going to be Super C. And you're like, what? Vitamin C for the respiratory system? Yes, we're supporting the respiratory system. One of the things about Super C, there's several things that are amazing about Super C, but the why for Super C is that vitamin C helps to move mucus along, okay? And so we need, in the respiratory system, we need to clear that mucus. The Super C also has cayenne pepper, which is thermogenic, and it also supports the circulatory system. So we get a boost in the circulatory system, which we need as we go through the respiratory system, okay? So that's why the Super C, it also has zinc. Zinc is so important for the enzymes that work in the complement system, in the respiratory system, both for the immune part of the respiratory system and for its actual function in terms of mucus and all the rest of it. So very, very important supplement. We're going to work with our Super C this month. Second supplement is Sulfurzyme. Now it comes in both a capsule and a powder. Sulfurzyme, if you're not familiar with it, is MSM, which is methanosulfonylmethane, MSM plus a wolfberry powder. It comes in both powder and capsule. It doesn't matter to me. We're going to mostly talk about capsules, but it's a little bit cheaper with the powder, and we'll talk mechanics of that. So, but the why is that MSM is a fundamental phase 2 detoxification support, and that's the phase 2 detoxification is because as we do the respiratory system, one of the first things that's going to happen for most of us is we're going to start to cleanse. We're going to start to move things, and so we don't want to be caught without the resources to get rid of and break down and clear those toxins as they come out of the system. So that's the why for the Sulfurzyme. It's our fundamental foundational phase 2 detoxer, and you'll know more about that. If you don't know what phase 2 detox is, you're going to know by the 3rd month. Okay, now the oil, Vitality oil called Laurus Nobilis, and it's really important that we work with a Vitality oil when we're talking about supporting a respiratory system, because we can only support a system of the body with a supplement, okay? And so Vitality oil is labeled as a supplement, and we're choosing Laurus Nobilis, a fabulous, very, very gentle oil, very mild, and can be taken internally. So when we take this oil internally, we're going to be using this to support the respiratory system. It helps mobilize mucus. It will help the natural process of mucus formation and clearing. It will support that process. It has other really nice warming properties, and we'll go more into that. But that's the why. Not only is it a Vitality oil, but it has very good specific properties to support the respiratory system. So those are our first 3 products. That gets us to 110 or so PV. Now, to give more support throughout, we're going to go on to get to the 300 rank or level here. And that's going to be some oils that you might already have. There's the RC blend, the Myrtle oil, and Breathe Again roll-on. You're saying, well, why do I need all those? If I just have one of those, isn't that enough? No, we're going to use all of those to enhance massage associated with helping with the respiratory system. When we talk about an oil that is not a Vitality oil, we cannot talk about it being supportive of a certain system. That's just the way the rules are. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some self-massage to loosen up the chest, and we're going to enhance that massage with oils like RC, Breathe Again, and Myrtle. And we're also going to be diffusing RC and Myrtle, and so those are some extra boost as we go through the respiratory system. The next oil we're going to be using, a product we're going to be using, is an oil called Release, okay? And this is for help with emotional processing. And you might say, well, what does that have to do with the respiratory system? A lot. So as we get to the end of the month, we're going to be talking a lot more about how the respiratory system and how that works in terms of emotional connection, and we're going to need that oil. Now, here's the thing about getting this here in January. If you get that Release oil now, it's going to carry you. You're not going to use that whole bottle. The thing about emotional oils is you don't only use a drop or two. You don't need to be using whole capsules of this stuff, okay? And so that's where you're going to have this Release oil for the whole year. You'll have that access for any time you need it for that support for the emotional. Okay, so now I mentioned about massage, so we're going to pick either. You can have your choice between OrthoSport or OrthoEase massage oil, and we're going to use those as part of the enhancing massage to get the chest and shoulders to loosen up. Very, very important if we're talking about breathing, that we have an open shoulders and neck and chest, that we can actually do the mechanics. The last product we're going to include in our 300 PV list is Detoxzyme, and I mentioned with the Sulfurzyme, the Detoxzyme, in this case it's an enzyme blend, and we need that enzyme blend to help break down the mucus and stale mucus and things like that, to help it clear out of the system. And we're going to need that also as we go into the circulatory system for the next month. So great support to, again, start that detox process. So there's our list. We've got that whole list there right here in the post, so look for that. We're also going to have a graphic that will have it, show you the products that you're going to need. Now, some of you might go, well, but I'm on the NingXia Red challenge. What about NingXia Red? Okay, and so I'm personally also going to be doing the NingXia Red, and I'm adding here NingXia Red and lime oil, because I like to add the lime to my NingXia Red. And so 2 bottles of NingXia Red and lime oil. If you already have RC, Myrtle, and Breathe Again, for example, or if you want to replace those with the NingXia Red because you feel like the NingXia Red is going to give you more support, that's also a possibility. We'll show you in that graphic. And so that's one of the things. And so this is the list. This is what we're going to be working with. Of course, you can do what you want, right? You're welcome to do whatever you want. This is what I'm going to be working with for support of the respiratory system as part of the whole process here. So you're going to be using these, or that's what we're going to talk about, these supplements and oils, and then we're going to go learn a lot about lifestyle and everything else. So that's what you put on your auto ship. You need your auto ship to start at the first of the month if you can. Get it early so that you can have these things and we're ready to go by the second week, okay? Happy wellness. Let's get this going.